house. We've been there for a while now.
Okay.
And don't forget the 2 weeks before we got to the house. We've been on lockdown for a total of 10 weeks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Before.
So it really started way before then. So it just added to the whole thing. Like I got bored, man. I got tired, and I was gaining weight there, and I wanted to come out and hit the gym and just plan and think and get my spiritual journey back on track. So I really was just bored, man. Not because of anybody in particular.
Okay, let's get back to that person, because you just mentioned, you know, we had a connection, we had a vibe. A lot of people want to know what more than you have given so far as regards your relationship with Erica. What I'm going to ask you is this, because there's this saying that goes that when a guy meets a girl, right, they know from the onset, is this the babe I'm going to be with? How is it going to be? Am I going to pursue this girl? So for you, meeting Erica, right, and, you know, with the time that you've spent with her, Nigeria wants to know, is Erica the one? Are you guys going to pursue a relationship? What is the status? Because we saw you guys all lovey-dovey. I mean, you've seen your ship outside, you, Erica, and Kiddwaya, and how they've just been so in love with the idea of both of you. So what really is going on, and is Erica the one?
First of all, I have massive love and respect for Erica. I don't want to take nothing away from her by saying too much relationship stuff, because I feel like she's a powerful person on her own, and I'm also my own individual. You understand? So I feel like I want to give her credit where it's due. She's got a great career ahead of her, and I want her to focus on herself, because I feel like in this country, I feel like a lot of people want to attach a strong woman to a strong man, and it can't just be a strong woman by herself. She's a strong woman, so I want her to flourish and develop as a strong woman. She will be in my life. Of course, I said that I want her in my life, and I don't want us to rush anything or put titles or anything or be forced to do anything. Let's just see how it goes. Being in a house is one thing. Being outside the house is another thing. So for me, it's like, let's see how time...
Answer. First of all, you even referenced it to, you know, Nigerians like to attach a strong woman to a guy. I'm just like, yeah, you know, everybody's like, oh, wow, fantastic. So are you going to be a politician? Because that's what you just did now.
I actually come from a political background. So I think at some point in the future, I always want to give back to the people. I'm a very big person of giving back to people and helping people. For me, I feel like in life, you can never be successful if you have not helped the people around you. And that's what I learned from my dad. So I definitely want to use some sort of political position to help, really help this time. Do you understand? Not just say I want to help because it looks good. Like, it makes me feel good when people are smiling around. So I definitely want to pursue that at some point.
Okay. All right, Prince, let's talk about one major highlight of your stay in the house, which a lot of people believe that you exuded so much self-control. We're talking about the time where Ozzo went off on you. So this is really what happened for us outside, because we knew that you guys were practicing and, you know, preparing or rehearsing. And then it was a commercial break. And then by the time they came back from commercial, we saw that Ozzo went off on you. And so people were thinking, is this part of the, you know, the role in the drama that you guys were rehearsing? And then you're just there, you know, calm, you know, not saying much, but then apologizing at the end. So when that was happening,
was helping Tricky to direct the show.
Yeah.
So the first two scenes, I wasn't even in the first two scenes. So if I had left, I would come back and meet them in the second scene. Do you get? So I left. I could hear my name being shouted. I thought it was maybe something happened and they needed my attention. So, you know, I came out smiling from the bathroom. I was like, oh, what is it? What is it? Then I saw, okay, why is Soso shouting? Okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
Then I was like, and he said, shut up. I was like, okay, I'm not going to attack you. There's no reason for that. You get? All I just wanted to hear what he was saying. And when I heard what he was saying, I was like, nah.
Yeah.
You get? For me, words don't get to me.
Yeah.
All of that, you can be saying a whole lot of things, and for me, I know it's just words. What you say about me or what you feel about me, and you're saying it to me, I know it doesn't define who I am.
Yeah.
I'm the one that can actually, you know, what I think about myself matters most. So I just walked past, and if you want an apology, I will give you an apology. Let's move on, because all I wanted was to win this house, and that's to everybody. And the house was obvious that I was all about, I just want to win stuff, whether it's just alone or with, you know, or with a group.
The group. Okay.
So if I feel mean or apologizing is stuff that is going to impede on our success,
of course.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go on an altercation, go on and on with you. If you want an apology, I'll give it to you. Let's move on.
All right, speaking about winning, it seemed as if you were always so close to winning the head of house, like so close, so close. How did that make you feel?
You know, I'm pretty sure that everybody in the house wanted to win the head of house.
Of course.
Not just because of the fact that you get to sit on the amazing chair. That was fun. It felt different sitting on top of that place. But also the fact that it gave you immunity. So one thing you know for sure is that people who are on the outside are supporting you have a break from spending their hard-earned money to try to keep you in the house.
Yeah.
So all I was thinking about are just my fans, my family. They're spending so much to keep me in here against all of these strong competitions. You know? So when it first happened, I felt like it happened like 6 times. You know, when it first happened, like from the very first head of house game, very first one, like I dropped it and Biggie was like, I was a second late, so I had to move back. And again, and I think it happened like 3 times in a row. When now I've won. I've gotten to 30. And then Biggie's like, oh, take 5 steps backwards.
Oh man, I can only imagine.
You know, so it was, I mean, even Kid came and he tapped my back. He was like, man, don't worry, next week you'll get it.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but then at some point when I know I went to shout out to Biggie, man. I went into the diary room and I said,
essentially, but you're just that type of likable person. Do you think that the reason why you guys were getting closer was because Erica was out of the game, or was this something that was bound to happen anyways?
No, absolutely. No, I don't think it's out of the game. I feel like I always had a mutual respect. We had a mutual respect for each other. And I personally felt like I didn't have an issue with Akon. So like I've said before, if I don't have an issue with you, I'm not going to create an issue from thin air. I will always give you that respect. And so, of course, I'm not going to make you feel awkward because the person you have an issue with left. It then means you should not have an issue with me. I mean, don't forget, I think by then, there's like 10 of us. You have 4 of them in a relationship, or 6 of them in a relationship, like always together. And then who's left? And you have to remind yourself that you're on TV and you have to be interacting with people. So, you know, it wasn't based on Erica or anyone. It was just based on conditions, and also because I didn't have an issue with Akon. As well, so.
And just speaking about issues, we saw what happened that sort of kind of led to Erica being disqualified. Now, coming out of the house, I don't know if you've seen what people have said about that particular incident. Some people did say that Kid did not handle it well, that if you had taken Erica away or if you had intervened more, she would not have been disqualified. So what do you think about people having, you know, that type of mindset regarding what happened and saying that you should have done something different or you should have done more on that day?
First, mouth is dry. Is there water, please? Or something?
Don't worry.
So first of all, I respect everyone's opinion. I really do. So everyone's entitled to their opinion. For me, first of all, everyone was drunk that night, right? Okay. So we came out there on a cruise, like everyone's enjoying that high, everyone's chilling. So I didn't expect things to go the way it did.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And bear in mind, on that day I was already on 2 strikes with a strong warning. Do you understand? So when there's alcohol involved, you're already on 2 strikes, you actually forget that any small thing you do can lead to you disqualified.
Yeah.
Like if I would have picked her up to lock her in a room and stuff, I don't know if that could be a rule that I've broken, that I've stopped someone from expressing themselves, or stop someone from leaving the room when they want to leave.
Okay.
Because Neo got in trouble for that.
Yes,
with V.
yes, we did see
so
that. Yeah.
for me, it's like I have to look out for myself, but I
Yeah.
also did enough to try and let her know, like, hey, come on, man, let's free this, man. Let's go. But obviously, you know, when alcohol's involved and tensions are high, you sort of do things and say things quickly, and before you know it, you put 2 and 2 together, and you know, you make some bad decisions. But
Okay. Now, just speaking about the strike, there's a particular strike that you got for flipping the bed on the camera. Did you think we were going to get away with it? Like, what really happened? What inspired?
Finger, right?
Yeah. What inspired that, you know, gesture?
That's how I felt at that moment.
And
I
you
just
didn't
did what I
mind?
did.
Did you not mind that was going to give you a strike
I did not give an F. To be honest with you, I didn't care.
at the
At
time?
the time, I just did what I wanted to do. I did it.
Really?
And we dealt with it and we moved on.
Oh wow. Fantastic. And so you didn't think, okay, they were going to have to maybe either give you a strike or say to you that was disrespectful. You just thought, listen, I will just act the way I feel.
Well, I rolled the dice, man. You roll the dice, see what number comes up. So I did my
Wow.
thing, and eventually Biggie addressed it.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, cool. You know, I'm treading on the thin line, just calm it down a little bit. So then, since then, I've sort of watched my behavior, because I think, to be honest with you, as a house in general, we were breaking all sorts of rules.
Yeah.
We were breaking, I mean, from the conversations to
Yeah.
the microphone infringements
Yeah.
to just everything, we were breaking rules back to back. From the first week we got there, Biggie was very lenient. The first 2 weeks,
We were
nothing.
very unruly.
He
Very,
broke
very.
rules back to back to back. So it came
Very,
to a
very
point where
unruly.
he wanted just to give strikes out to make an example of
Who are you
someone.
talking about? Are you talking about Biggie? Like, he just wanted to give strikes out.
No, I'm not saying they weren't deserved, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like we caused so much problem during
Yeah.
the start of the show that
Yeah.
it got to a point where he had to start punishing people, and I felt like
okay.
it was that time. So I felt like,
Because you're taking things too far.
do you understand? So I felt like after my
Okay.
2 strikes, I could have got another one for something as small as a microphone infringement.
Yeah.
If you get like 3 of them,
Yeah.
he can actually, you know, give you a 3rd one. So
Yeah.
you have to be careful. Even although now I was on 2 strikes,
Yeah.
I had to speak to him and say, yo, bro, chill. You're on 2 strikes now. Like, just relax. You
Yeah.
can get a strike for anything. You have to be careful.
And that's very true.
You know?
Now, just speaking about behavior, Prince, Nene mentioned a few times that it seemed as if you were too into the game, like you're being too tactical. You care about the game too much, and I'm talking about the Bbnaija game as a whole. Do you think, indeed, that you were being a bit too tactical, where things were a bit too calculated, and you were just too into the fact that it was a game? Because sometimes you see people go in there and they forget. Sometimes you hear Ebuka reminding you guys that, listen, remember, you know, you can be all lovey-dovey, but remember that this is a game. So with you, do you think that from the very beginning till when you left,
When it came to places where they were in like bottom whatever, that I had, if I wanted to be tactical, I would have been like, kick him out or kick her out. But I didn't. You know, that wasn't me being tactical. That was me being human. And that's who I am. I'm human first. You know, I'm human first. I will always want to protect whoever it is that I call my own. I'm loyal like that. You get? So I wasn't being tactical. Whatever you guys saw in the house is the way I am in real life. And people who are friends with me know that for sure.
Yeah.
I still talk to my nursery school friends.
I like that. That's pretty dope. Now, just speaking about the way you are, Kid, it seems like you are just a very giving person because you made so many promises soon in the house. You told Raton you're going to paint a picture of her and put it in your house. I think you promised Nengi said she wanted to travel somewhere, and then with the Bbnaija saying that you're going to invest in their, their song. So is that going to happen? These different promises that you've made, are you going to look back and try to document every single thing, or is this just something that we just said in the moment?
So Nengi, I said to everyone we're going to go on a London trip, and they can all stay in my house in London. That one we're going to do for sure. With Bbnaija and Tricky, I definitely want them to do a song together.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it will be interesting.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what people want to see. So we can work on that. I don't mix business and personal stuff together. So whatever personal thing I have with you, that's the personal side. But when it comes to business, and if it makes sense, then we're gonna try run it. So when they come out, they'll be very busy with their own stuff. So I'll let them settle down. When they hit me up, we can talk. So that's what it is, man. I'm definitely a man of my word.
Okay.
I know I made a lot of promises, but if they come towards me and say, kids, I need this, I need that, I'm not going to shut you down. I'll see how I can help you, because that's what my dad did. And that's who I am as a person. I help people. So again, guys, I'm there if you need me. If they want to come out and say, kid, can you help me with this, or I need advice, or I need someone just to talk to, a mentor, of course I'll pick your call up and say, what do you need?
That's absolutely amazing. Now, before I let you guys, we're going to play a very short game. It's a very quick game. I'm going to tell you more about the game. But before that, kid, how far with this your dance moves? Where did you learn how to, do the leg work?
After a few drinks, honestly, that's what it was. I felt like, but also I felt like just songs that really ginger me, bring something out of me.
Yeah.
When I mix that with a drink as well, I just do some mad stuff that makes sense in my head. Don't forget, this stuff makes sense in my head. You don't understand. Everything is just giving the right beats.
Oh my goodness.
So, but yeah.
For people that have been in the house, that were in the house before, people that are there currently, people that have left. So anybody. So you have to say it quickly, and both of you say it at the same time, so that your answer doesn't influence.
So count us in then. So when we have to say 3, 2, 1, say. Understand?
All right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay,
I'll
do that. 3, 2, 1.
Nigga.
All right, the first one. Now, this first question, I asked this question last time, and because this question wasn't answered the last interview I did, I said I was going to ask it again. Who is most likely to? So please listen. Okay. Who is most likely to stage a coup in the Bbnaija house?
A coup?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Neo.
Oh!
That was good.
Who is most likely to get married without telling a single soul? 3, 2, 1.
Nengi.
Yeah. Same.
Nengi as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is most likely to give away all their prize money if they won? 3, 2, 1.
Kid.
I was going to say Ozo.
You're going to say that. So, Kid, Ozo.
Yeah, I mean, I actually would, but I was thinking of the ones that are in the house. But yeah, Ozo.
Ozo, okay.
Yeah, because he goes to Nengi probably.
Okay. So,
Motherfucker.
Oh my god!
fantastic. All right, guys. Who is most likely to win an Oscar? 3, 2, 1.
Me.
I like that.
Same here. Me.
Okay, you. All right, then the final one is this, because Betway is doing Predict and Win. So who is most likely to win this year's Bbnaija?
You know what I'm saying now? Being outside, I'll see Nikon. With the way social media is driven.
Similar.
They can as well.
Yeah, from
Fantastic. Okay, guys. Now, just moving on. Let's talk about your Betway Arena games. How did you do? How do you feel you did? Being honest, experiencing the excitement and the pressure sometimes. How did you feel that you did during Betway Arena?
I didn't really take mine too seriously. I just enjoyed it, and I didn't take it seriously. You understand? I think I won 1 or 2, but I competed a lot with Prince, of course, very competitive, and that's what I love about him so much.
Yeah.
But for me, I just looked at it as fun and games. I think a lot of people came there serious to win, but I came in there to just mess around. So if I had a rating between 1 and 10, between 6 and 7, it was just fun.
6 and 7. What about you?
I had fun, and the fact that it was, I actually, before I came into the house, I was looking for the banana games. I was like, yes, I like this kind of stuff. It's fun. It's good to be Ginger, and he brought the heat. So I like whenever I'm going, he's telling me I'm going to beat your time. Whenever he's going, I'm telling him I'm going to beat your time, and all of that kind. So it was fun for us. Yeah. So I feel like I did 9. Probably he did like 9 as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like that. Now, just
and I feel like if we had stayed to the final week, the winners would have probably beaten him and I.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that sports spirit in you. Okay, now just moving forward, because we did see how you were such a superstar in the Darling Salon, and people are wondering what's going on afterwards. Do you mind an endorsement with them? Do you mind working with them? Because it seemed like you were very helpful and very hands-on. Before you even answer that, I'm guessing that you've had experience, at a salon.
Yeah, actually. Because I'm somebody that I like to learn new stuff.
Okay.
I'm always taking up new talent. How would I say new handiwork.
Yeah.
Like, I've learned a whole lot of stuff.
So did you learn it because you were working there, or you just learned it because it's just something you liked?
I actually learned it because I was bored at the time. That was in 2012.
Okay.
I was seeking admission then. I wasn't doing anything. So I was like, what could I do that I don't really know how to do? And I feel like I probably could use some time in my life. And at that time, I was like, okay, let's go learn how to make hair. So I worked in a salon for like a year and got admission. Did use it up until now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the only people that have probably made their hair in between, just like
that is awesome.
People that I've dated.
So is there? Oh, okay, I like that. So do you think are we seeing anything from you in this regard moving forward?
Yeah, definitely. I actually found out that I actually do love the whole thing.
Okay.
Because before I even knew I was probably going to get money for doing it.
Yeah.
If I won the task, I was just doing it for the fun.
Yeah.
Cutting the guy's hair, making the girl's hair, because I like to play with hair.
I like that.
Doing that all for the fun, and I like it. So the whole salon thing is definitely going to happen. It's definitely going to happen big,
and it's quite lucrative as well. I should say.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, I'm open for anything that will bring money to the table. I'm an ego man like that.
Okay.
I don't joke with the money.
I see. All right. So aside that, what should we look forward to with you?
Definitely look forward to a lot. I know I have a lot to offer to the world. I have a lot to offer to my community, because I feel like for me, if you're eating and everybody around you is not eating as well, you're not really successful.
Right. That's very true.
Yeah. So for me, I have a lot to give back, and so many things I have to, businesses that I want to get into, agriculture, fashion designing, salon stuff as well. Presenting, like that's like a couple of things, because I know for me, I've not seen any billionaire that had just one business. They had a whole lot of businesses,
multiple streams of income.
Of income. So, and a whole lot of things that you need to expect from me. So the fans should watch out for that, and they will definitely be whilst I'll be here for a very long time.
I like that. That's beautiful. Kid, we saw that you were very handy in the kitchen, cooking up a storm. So are we seeing, because some of the housemates did say you're going to do well in a cooking show. So are we seeing that in the nearest future?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%. I'm going to go into some sort of cooking business.
I like that.
I think I'm leaning towards my own cooking show. Right now, there's so many things on the table that have been put to me as I've come out. I think for me now, it's just to see everything on offer and take a calculated decision. But definitely cooking, I'm going to for sure, because it's actually a passion. I actually enjoy doing it.
Okay.
And I love to see the joy in people's faces. For example, when we did that barbecue, sponsored by Bedford, right? Not the last one, but the one before that. When I was making the chicken, I didn't actually eat that day.
Oh, okay.
Because I was so focused on people
feeding everybody.
That was great.
That kind of happens sometimes.
And then what fed me was just the compliments and the fact that these guys were licking their fingers and stuff like that. That fed me, so it brings a lot of joy to my heart when people are satisfied, especially with my food. So you definitely see me in some cooking venture.
So aside that, what else are we looking forward to?
Bunch of stuff, man. Definitely acting.
Okay.
100% acting. Again, like my boy Mazzy said, presenting, I feel like is a natural thing for me to be able to present.
Yeah.
And also something to do with fitness.
Okay.
Clothing. There's a lot of things. I think for me now it's less talking and more action, but you'll be seeing a lot of me this year for sure.
All right, fantastic. Gentlemen, it was a pleasure having conversation with you.
Same here, same here.
Thank you so much for giving us entertainment for, weeks inside of the house, and we wish you nothing but the absolute best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, it is 11:40, and yes, your fave might still be in the house, so ensure that you are voting to ensure that they win this year's Bbnaija. Thank you so very much, everyone who was a part of this. The midday show isn't over yet. Great content is coming your way at 12:30. It's going to be Beyond the Game. We're going to take you into the lifestyle of sports men and women around the world, so stick around.
Dika.